Okay, it is Monday the 29th of January. It is another video journal day, and I've got my tickets for India. I have only a few more days, today, tomorrow, and the day after to go to India, to finish up all my stuff. And I started packing. I've got my Rules for Revolutionaries, which is, I feel, a critical, absolutely amazing book. It is about the Bernie Sanders campaign, which of course did not succeed, except for the definition of, in my opinion, they did incredibly succeed, because Bernie Sanders was basically an unknown candidate with, he's not a sexy candidate. He is, I'm not saying that Hillary Clinton's exactly sexy, but he's not, he's not your stereotypical candidate. And for him to come out of almost nowhere and really be a strong contender in the Democratic nomination was amazing. And it talks about how his team actually used big data and regional organizers to market to run the campaign. It's an incredible book, and I've already read most of it, but I am back on it. I am reading it again because I'm in the process of, I'm in the process of, promoting my book, the Unicorn book. And that book, this is the prototype that I printed a gazillion years ago, but that book is coming out April 30th, and I wanted to do my best to organize around that. And here's the first part of organizing around that, is the Unicorn Journal. And I'm really excited for this. This is just like, it turned out so amazingly. There's like exercises in here. There's little charts of how I'm feeling and days of working towards goal. And there's like an excerpt from the book talking about how to write goals and stuff like that, or to use a journal. And then it starts straight off with, if you could achieve one thing in the next 3 months, what would it be, and why is this important to you? And then every few days it checks in on that. It's a good journal. I've been using it, and pretty much every night before I go to bed, I write my intentions for the next day in the freeform journal notes area, and then the next day I refer to it. And it's just, I don't know, I mean, it's a really good journal, and I'm not just saying that because I made it, although I have to say that was kind of thrilling. And then a friend of mine, Cheryl, wrote this book called Love Your Life, Cultivating Your Vision and Tending Your Dreams. And I picked it up because she is a friend of mine on Facebook, and I just was curious about what her book was, because it sounded very similar to Unicorn, my book, and it is really cool. It's like a little workbook. It has a lot of thought starters and everything, and I'm really looking forward to bringing this on the trip with me. And then, of course, I'm bringing my journal, and I'm bringing my Unicorn book, and that's it. I think that's all the, oh, and then, of course, the like thick India tourism book, and then my shoes, which I'm wearing today just to make sure that they fit okay and they're comfortable, and my sneakers, just because I know we're going to be walking around a lot and my feet will need protection, and what else? That's pretty much it. I bought new underwear for this trip because I just felt so sad about all the underwear I own. Sometimes you have to make that decision. Sometimes you have to go, you know what, I just have to. And I bought pens, of course, because I need, if there's one thing I really need for this trip, it's good pens. And that's about it. That's what I've done. And so, we're closing in on the date. Tomorrow I'm going to do my packing. Today we're doing the Outlaw Soaps annual meeting, which is stressing me right the hell out. And, you know, we're doing that by Skype, and I'm not super excited about doing that because, you know, I don't know, like, confrontation is hard, and sometimes these things, especially when we talk about the future, sometimes they lead to confrontation, and I don't like that. And so anyway, I would just as soon never have this meeting and just move on. But of course, having the conversation and making sure we're all on the same page is critical as a leader, even if it's something I don't particularly enjoy doing. But I always have to remind myself that whatever happens is in the greater good, and whatever conversations we have and whatever decisions that we come to are for the greater good. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to wrap this up and get back to work. And that, yeah, anyway, okay. Oh, and I got my vaccine for cholera, which is being called into the Costco pharmacy. Turns out there is a pill form of the vaccine for cholera, and that means no injections. And it turns out that the vaccine for cholera that is an injection is very difficult to get, and I'm very grateful because I freaking hate injections. But I was going to go forward with it because I hate having cholera even more. I looked it up, and it turns people into skeletons, and you literally shit yourself to death, and that seemed not at all like how I wanted to spend my spring. Yeah, I suddenly got dragged off into a thought process of, well, it might be good for losing weight, and I've got that trip to Hawaii, and no cholera. Anyway, yeah, my brain goes there. That's how my brain works. It's constantly a lasso trip. Anyway, it's been swelling. There we go.